Basketball Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of the York Revolution.
Markey to Saxon, cutting through the lane. Hits the layup, beautifully run play.
High school plays here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Bringing you the best of the York Adams League all season.
Shiflett a deep three. It is good. Trey Shiflett with the tray at the buzzer.
Now, let's head out to the action with a call of tonight's game. Here's Ron Ruman.
And good evening and welcome to our high school basketball game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Tonight we have a dandy, and we're in Spring Grove, and it is packed. If you don't have a ticket, you're not getting one. Just not now. Back and listen or watch on Game Time. It is the battle for first place in Division I. The Northeastern Bobcats 18-1 and 10-1, hosting the Rockets of Spring Grove, who come in at 13-4 and 9-2 in the league. And Andy, back on January 3rd up in Manchester, Northeastern pulled away late to win at 75-59. It was closer than that, but you know that the Spring Grove Rockets would like to get this one, and if they get it tonight, they tie for first place going into the final week. And Northeastern wins tonight, they win Division I.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you, I think you're going to see a different Northeastern team than we've seen in years past. They've been this athletic before. They've had scores. I think you're going to see a little more discipline and a little more cohesiveness, as Coach said, and that can bode well. And they're beating a very good, they're beating a very good Spring Grove team at their place. But listen to this, Ron. They don't go deep. 14-2, 10-3, 20 points, 15.1. That's 4 guys. That's tough to defend for 32 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, we know on the other end of it, Spring Grove is, it's Eli Brooks, and he's the man, 29 a game. Austin Panner's in double figures at 11-3, and Drew Gordon's just about 8. But it starts and goes through Eli.
Well, absolutely, and he's the best basketball player that I've seen in this area in 20 years. Wow. All-around player. Wow. I mean, he's just got the physical skill sets. He's got it all. Goes to the basket, but the thing that differentiates him for me is how his head works on the floor. It's like having a coach on the floor. He gets everybody else involved, and they know where to be. And they know. Then when people will double team him. We called the game he did against York High, and they bracketed him all night and scored 33. Yeah. I mean, that's against But I understand that. I understand. And a questionable call late in the game is turning the tide in that game. Right. What I'm saying is, this kid is the real deal, but he's up against it, I think.
Yeah. So we'll see. We're glad you're with us. Our first look at Northeastern. We'll see them again Tuesday. We'll be in Manchester as they host York High, and then we'll finish our regular season coverage, which with what could be the deciding game for Division II will be in Dover next Friday when Eastern comes to town. So,
yes.
Right now Dover's a half game up, and we'll talk a little bit more about the league playoffs and all that, and maybe even the districts and such. And we'll have league playoff actions starting with the boys quarterfinals on Saturday the 11th, and then we'll have all the doubleheaders, boys and girls, for the semis and the championship later that week. So a lot of exciting hoops coming your way in the next couple of weeks. JV contest winding down here. It's all of a sudden an 8-point game here. So
that's as close as it's been since the 6-minute mark in the first quarter.
Northeastern's up. They were up big. I think was it 21
22-3 first quarter.
So Bobcats on the line. So we'll make sure we get these free throws down, and we'll get you to our first break. But also coming up this weekend on Sports Radio 1350, when we're done tonight, we'll pick up the Hershey Bears. They are at Providence, and then if there's time, and then we'll go to the NBA Houston at Philadelphia. So the Sixers playing much better tomorrow. Central PA game day, 9 o'clock. Wayne McCullough with all the scores to wrap up reports from several of our interns on the high school games tonight. And at 12:45, Darrell Henry has a York College doubleheader, women's and men's at Southern Virginia. Spartans playing well on both sides of the aisle there. And at 6:30 tomorrow night, the Bears at Springfield again. So make sure you stick with 1350 over the weekend for all your high school, all your sports action, I should say. So we're back at the foul line again. So Shooting three. Oh boy. We'll keep it here for just a moment.
You gotta love it.
Sure that we get out of this thing on time. But it is a packed house here. They seat 1,800 here, Andy, and there are every bit of that in this building right now. And it is an exciting atmosphere. And
this is the way it should be.
Yeah.
This is good stuff. As a player and a coach, you love this kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So it should be a raucous crowd. There's a good representation of Northeastern fans to our right here. So support, but of course this is a raucous crowd here tonight as folks coming out to see Eli in his last few home appearances here at Spring Grove before he heads to Michigan, and also to see this Bobcat team, which you mentioned, 18-1.
2,000 points this kid's put up, right? Beat it the other night, Tuesday night? Yeah.
I think the 11th or the 15th in the league history to do that, so that's something special. So, well, 3 free throws were missed, and so Northeastern with the ball, and they'll get it under a minute here and try and run things out with the 8-point lead. So this is the Vito's Pizza pregame show. Northeastern Spring Grove, our high school basketball game of the week, presented by Wellsman Sports Medicine. And we are going to take a break. We'll come back and talk to head coaches after this on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Serving York for over 50 years, Vito's Pizza. Check out their daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 till 2. 2-slice pizza and a small soda, only $3.99. Or a small sub for only $4.25. Monday night, 2 large cheese pizzas for only $15.99. A large stromboli and large pitcher of soda, just $11.99. Wednesday, a large cheese pizza and large pitcher of soda, just $11.49. It's open till midnight, Monday through Thursday till 1 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in at 1734 South Queen Street, York, or get carry-out. Call 843-1143.
GameTimePA.com is your home for local high school sports. Log on for all the scores, stats, photos, and more, plus live stream coverage of the area's can't-miss matchups all season long. Stay in the game no matter where you are with the free GameTime PA app. Download it directly to your iPhone or Android and get all the Game Time features you love when you're on the go. Available at the iPhone App Store, Android Market, and, of course, GameTimePA.com.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Welcome back to our pregame show. Tonight we have a real good one for you. We're up at Spring Grove for the Spring Grove Rockets and the Northeastern Bobcats. And with me now is my good friend and coach of the Northeastern Bobcats, the 18-1 Northeastern Bobcats, John Heister. Coach, congratulations on a very successful season to date. A lot of basketball yet to be played, a big one tonight, but let's talk a little bit about your team.
Well, we're pretty balanced. We have a lot of guys that can put points on the board for you. We're not real deep. We're fairly athletic, Coach, and it's kind of been our MO. We're pretty athletic. This year we're focusing on playing better defense and rebounding. So, we try and keep it simple.
We were sitting on a bench talking, and you were talking about discipline on both ends of the floor. Talk a little bit about when you got a team that actually can do that at both ends of the floor.
Well, for us this year, when we've looked really good, when we've played really well, we've just stayed in our base man-to-man defense. And we've not, we have stayed disciplined, not tried to get steals, not put ourselves in situations where the numbers are against us. And when we do that, we're pretty good defensively. And when we're good defensively, that leads us to our transition. So that's the key for us.
Big staying disciplined tonight against the kid out front, Brooks. A challenge for you guys? I mean, you've seen him once, and then you beat them pretty easily at your place. Now you got him again. He is a talent. I mean, this kid can play.
He's good. Yeah, he's good. And, it's the same thing like with us. He's good defensively, too. He creates problems for us at the defense, for them when he's on defense, too. So Eli's really good. And we don't want to, overcompensate and get away from what we do. We obviously are going to know where he's at, and we're not going to help off of a player of his caliber. But we're going to try and play our base defense again and see what happens. We have some stuff that we can try if we have to.
Coach, give me a couple of keys. Your kids got to do well to get out of here and be 19-1.
For us, it's defend and rebound. If we limit teams to one shot, and that sets up our transition. We're pretty good in transition. We can transition from defense to offense pretty well. So for us, we need to rebound and limit our turnovers, and it's a pretty simple game.
Always is.
It sure is.
Thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome, Coach.
We'll be right back with more of our pregame show right after this on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Donegal offers car and homeowners insurance at rates that are very competitive. So competitive that Donegal's car insurance rates are among the lowest in the state. And if you insure your car and home with Donegal, Donegal will take up to an additional 10% off their already low rates. Donegal, a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
High school sports on WOIK are brought to you in part by the Vigilant Fire Company Social Club, a social club that makes donations to the improvement of the community. 273 West Market Street in York.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days. Here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit yorksleep.com and see how Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Pitt Street in Hallam. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com to learn more.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOIK.
Welcome back to our pregame show. With me now is a very successful head coach of the Spring Grove Rockets, James Brooks. Coach, coming down to the end of the season now, every game's important, but we got a one-loss Northeastern Buckeye team coming in here. They're very good. You've seen them before. Talk about the challenge now of playing them on your floor.
Well, I think we'll bring an atmosphere that'll be different than any other team that can do. We just have to play to that level. We'll have the fans behind us, and we'll have a pretty good student section.
He talked about, and John's a good friend of mine, he talked about discipline on the defensive end, and I don't hear a lot of guys talk about that. He plays a base man, and he likes to stay that. Now, I watched your guy bracket Eli with a couple of kids. But he's going to try to, he won't let, there's going to be no help when Eli comes, but there never is. But, he's going to try to straight up man you. I mean, talk about some of the keys to this thing tonight.
Well, people say that, but it's not a straight up man. There's no one on Northeastern that can guard a one-on-one.
No, nobody.
So, but they give great help, and they're quick, got quick hands. They dig at the ball. We just have to make sure that Eli doesn't over dribble it, and we keep the ball moving and keep ourselves moving.
It always impresses me with Eli how he makes everybody around him better. So talk a little bit, and we've talked about this before, about your role players, Panther, Sager, all the rest of the kids. They got to make those shots when he gives them the ball.
Correct. The big thing is being in the spot where they can score. And we really, some moves get you out of those spots and make you do things and shoot from where you shouldn't. We have to force our will and if we need to get to a spot, we need to get there.
Offensive glass real important for you tonight?
We need to compete on the glass, and we need to slow the ball, the pass down from getting up the court. They get transition very well. We have to make sure that we slow that down.
Talk a little bit about the tempo you'd like to see tonight. If the Lord said, okay, James, I'm going to give you the tempo you want, what do you want?
Well, we average 65 points. I want 65 for us, and I want us to play defense and hold them less than 65.
That's how easy it is, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more of our pregame show right after this on Sports Radio 1350, WOIK.
When you need a haircut, where do you go? If you need a hair replacement, who's the expert? When barbers need a haircut, where do they go? The answer is Iaconos, of course. The most interesting barbers in York. Don't normally get a shave? Go to Iaconos. They'll take care of you. Need a facial? That's right, Iacono's is the place to get it done. Iacono's, the most interesting barbers in York. They do it all. For an appointment, call 854-8258. That's 854-8258.
Hey, Dad, what's with all these papers and stuff?
Well, you're starting college in 2 weeks, and I'm doing some homework, cramming to find a college loan to pay the rest of your tuition. I'm afraid it's going to be an all-nighter, honey.
I wanted to talk to you about that, Dad. I think a student choice loan with York Educational FCU would be the best way to go.
YEFCU? We got mortgage through them. Great rate, and I love the fact that they have free bill payer, but student loan?
Yeah, YEFCU student choice loan pays for my cost of attendance at York College or most other four-year schools, minus the financial aid I already received. Student choice loan would take care of tuition, books, room and board, all that stuff. But the best part is that YEFCU student choice loan is a one-time application. That means next year, I know how much I need, and they'll disperse the money right to the school.
So we don't have to reapply every year?
Nope, so step away from the homework, Dad. A student choice loan is the best move we can make.
So we're not staying up all night? Oh, did I ever tell you about the night I did an entire term paper in one night with an old typewriter and no correction ribbon?
What's a typewriter?
York Educational Federal Credit Union, 1601 South Queen Street, York. Apply online at yefcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
The home for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
And welcome back to Pregame for our limited career of Game Show, our high school basketball sports medicine. A packed house tonight. The Rockets welcome the 1-week Bobcats of Northeastern. Right now, time for Iacono's look around the league. No other things going on tonight in Week 3 over at York Catholic. Big one. Demo was there. The Irish 17-1, 11.
Penciling in. I'm a homer. But I tell you what, they don't have a crowd like this, actually, and nobody on this list.
Yeah. All right. In Division 1, some big games. New Oxford hosting Central. Central right now 12-7. They're 7-4. They have that third and final league playoff spot by one game over Dallastown. And looking at the districts right now in 6. Central is 11, Dallastown is 9. They take 12. That's a huge game for Central on the road against a pretty good New Oxford team.
It is. New Oxford can be really tough up there, but I got to believe that Central right now is playing very disciplined, very good basketball. I like them tonight up in New Oxford.
All right, Dallastown is at Southwestern in first year intern. That we're going to try and get a score. Came on to the best. Dallastown a game back of Central in the league playoffs. They're in the 9 spot in the district. Southwestern, a team that struggled.
And they're going to struggle tonight against the Dallastown team. So Central, there's a little score watching here. I mean, they understand, this game for Dallastown, it's not as difficult as the game they got to play. So it's going to be good fight either.
All right, and the other Division 1 game, we've got Red Lion at York High. The Bearcats, still have a prayer for the districts. They're not even right now, but they're not in the top 16 5A, but they're close. So they know they've got to win out. They've got a shot. They're home against the Truckee Red.
Well, you got to believe they can beat the Lions tonight on their home floor.
Division 2, a lot of action there. Dover at Suburban. The Eagles are a half game up on Eastern in the league standings. They are at Suburban, a team that can be tough right now. And in the league standings, the district standings, Dover right now is 15 in 5A, so they can win in those 2 games.
I like Dover tonight, even though Suburban plays hard basketball for 4 quarters. I think Dover's got more as long as they don't get in foul trouble. They only go 6.
And Eastern is hosting Gettysburg. The Knights 14-4, 7-2, half game behind Dover. And Eastern is actually moved up to the 3 seed in boys 4A.
And, Eastern's tough. We watched them, last week when all the difficulty was going on with John Rico and all of that. He's back on the sideline. They're a tough basketball team. I don't think Gettysburg has a prayer tonight. Sorry.
All right, that is our look around the league from Iacono. We'll keep you posted on this. Tomorrow morning at 9. Wayne McCullough will wrap it all up for you on Sunday. Right now, myself, Andy, and 1,800 of his good team in the building here. We're getting ready for Spring Grove and Northeastern. When we come back, we'll have our neighborhood St. Market starting lineups at 6.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood Sure Save markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party platters with $18.93 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet cooked chips, or serve up a couple Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Yet. Throw the best game party ever with Best Yet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and York, Metzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Give the gift of relaxation with a gift card. Serenity Spa and Salon at Heritage Hills. The perfect to unwind after the holidays. York's largest full-service spa and salon. Serenity Spa offers a wide variety of traditions, including massages and facials. A full range of body treats complete with a delectable scent of your choice, or create your very own package. Gift cards can be purchased at the salon located at 2700 Mount Rose Avenue by going to SerenitySpaYork.com.
High school sports on WOIK are brought to you in part by Shiloh American Legion Post 71, a veteran organization dedicated to helping kids and youth of York County. Shiloh American Legion Post 791, located at 1490 Poplars Road in York.
Where do you have your fur done? It's divine. Only at Gigi's, darling. Gigi's? The Galloping Groomer. I spend the day at their spa, or they come to me. As it should be, darling.
Your place or mine. The Galloping Groomer in York comes to you to groom your dog or cat. Or you can drop them off with us, and we'll take it from there. We give you the highest quality work at the most reasonable prices.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
All righty, we're back in Spring Grove. Ron Ruhm and Andy Brea with you. Packed house tonight. Spring Grove, Northeastern battle for first place in Division 1. Our starting lineup tonight in your neighborhood Shore State Markets. Get the visitors from Northeastern first. Veteran coach John Eisner brings them in at 18-1 and 10-1.
All right, number 1, he's a 6'2" senior forward. That's Brandon Coleman. Number 3, a 5'10" senior guard, Austin Green. Number 5, a 6'2" junior. He can play the guard forward position, Antonio Rizzuto. Love that name. Number 11, a 5'9" junior guard, Fred Mulva. And number 12, he's a 6'1" freshman forward, Nate Wilson.
All right, as Andy mentioned, we got 4 guys in double digits. Rizzuto leads with 20, Colbot 15-1, Coleman at 14-2, and Green at 10.3. As a team, Bobcats average just under 72, give up just under 50. Spring Grove, the home team, 13-4, 9-2 for James Brooks.
All right, number 14, he's a 6'2" senior forward, Jacob Messersmith. Number 25, a 6'1" senior forward, John Sager. Number 33, he's a 6'1" senior guard, Austin Panther. Number 20, a 6'4" junior guard, Drew Gordon. And the man, the myth, and the legend, he's number 24, 6'1" senior guard, Eli Brooks.
All right, Eli leading the league, 29-1 a game. Austin Panther is in double digits at 11-3, Gordon is 7-8. On a given night, Sager, Messersmith can all get in double figures. As a team, Spring Grove averaging 63.5 a game, giving up 57.5. And Andy, you might see a few three-pointers made tonight. Rizzuto has 59 made threes, Brooks has 50, and Wilson 29. So there's some other guys in double digits as well.
I'm telling you what, when you got 4 guys on a team, you're putting up a lot of points for 4 double digits. And as a coach on the opposite end, trying to figure out how to stop that, wow. But then that's like on the opposite side, that's to stop Eli.
Right. Yeah. That's the challenge for these guys.
Yeah.
It should be a good one. Glad you're with us here. And don't forget, if we have time, we're going to right to the Hershey Bears. And after that, Philadelphia 76. Tomorrow at 9, Central PA game day. As the coach wraps it all up for you. Daryl Henry at York College doubleheader tomorrow at 12:45 in Southern Virginia. And Bears hockey tomorrow night at 6:30. We're going to take a break, and we will come back. Andy will give us his thoughts on this matchup. We'll have the Wellston opening tip and the Maple Donuts first half on the high school basketball game of the week presented by Wells Band Sports Medicine. It is a dandy tonight, Northeastern at Spring Grove on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK and GameTimePA.com.
Once a year, a treat so good, Tuesday, February 28th, get your Fosnots made the old-fashioned way by Maple Donuts. Wonderful good, just like Grandma used to make. So hurry up once now, because we're just making a limited batch. Then you won't be left out when them Fosnots get old. Come on now, once Tuesday, February 28th, why Maple Donuts and get your Fosnots. Oh, and P.S., they're available now through Tuesday at any Maple Donuts location. Pick up a box for your friends and family too, you hear? Maple Donuts, why they taste right now.
Maple Donuts taste right.
Since 1964, York Area Sports Night has been an honored tradition, giving local sports fans, young and old, the chance to meet their sports heroes. Join us Thursday, February 9th for the 53rd Annual York Area Sports Night at Heritage Hills Golf Resort and Conference Center, with the reception from 4 to 6 p.m. Sponsored by Shipley Energy, Gladfelder Insurance, M&T Bank, S&H Express, McConkey & Company Insurance, the York Revolution, and Sports Radio 1350. Join our great local partners and a host of others with 2017 sponsorships still available. Visit YorkSportsNight.com. Guests at this year's event include recent Hall of Fame inductees Bruce Suter and John Randall, York Revolution manager Mark Mason and pitcher Frank Gailey, members of the Penn State Nittany Lion Big Ten Championship team, former Penn State greats Shane Conlon and Derek Williams, and former Red Lion and Maryland Terrapin Andrew Zeller. Get your tickets today. A portion of proceeds funds Shipley Award scholarships for York area student athletes. Visit YorkSportsNight.com. York Area Sports Night, a York tradition since 1964.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in sports.
And we're back here at Spring Grove. I'm Andy Bria with you. Glad you're with us tonight for Spring Grove and Northeastern. A couple minutes away from our tips. Our officials tonight, Fred Arthur, Tom Kuhn, and Eric Romero. So they will be crucial as neither team, Andy, goes real deep. So fouls could be an issue.
Yeah, we've had a couple of teams this year we've done that, and you're right. And we've seen some games where there's been a lot of foul trouble. It's going to be interesting, especially in this game. Northeastern being real, they're real young. I mean, you look at this roster, they're carrying 6, 7 freshmen, 4 sophomores or so. So, I mean, he doesn't go deep, but yeah, you're right. Foul trouble could be an issue.
So what do you see as the keys? We heard from both the coaches. What do you see?
I understand. And if I'm Spring Grove, I've got to do a great job tonight on the offensive glass. I have got to slow that break down. He cannot run. I know he says, he wants to put up 65 points, but he does not want to get in a run and gun game with this Northeastern bunch. They can get up and down the floor. I think he's got to not turn the ball over, rebound well. And the other key is when Eli finds his guys, they've got to hit those shots. They can't have bad shooting. Panther, Sager, Lesterson, and Gordon. They got to score points. The other side of the court, real balance defensively. I like the way he talked about. When I said base defense in the interview, I never meant that somebody was going to take Eli one-on-one, okay? That's not what I'm saying. But if he doesn't get away from having to go double team him, they're going to be aware of it. They're going to bring the help every time he touches the ball. And when that man comes away from his guy, Eli's going to find it. You got to limit him to 33 and hope the rest of the guys don't beat you.
Now, one of the things that James Brooks talked about was the other players need to be in the right spots to get their shots. How do they do that? And conversely, how does Northeastern keep them from doing that?
Well, you know what? That's the help side. Every time he gets the ball, there's the strong side. So Northeastern's help defenses want to come to the middle. Okay, he's talking about being in the right spot. So maybe Panther likes that baseline opposite, okay? Eli's on the left side. Panther's got to be where he can catch and shoot the ball when he gets it. Sager might like the wing. That's what he's talking about. It might not be the 3. It might be the 15 or the 12-footer. You've got to find those spots. So not only do you have to be watching where the basketball is, you've got to be seeing where the help goes and find the gap so that you're ready to receive the basketball.
All right. Well, those will be a lot of the keys tonight. It will be, interesting to see how it all develops. As we talked about, foul issues could be key because neither team really likes to go beyond 7. And fatigue could be a factor. I'm sure these kids are going to be keyed up, so they're going to have to get their legs and get their breath after the first couple of minutes. It's a packed house.
Yeah, the first 4 minutes are going to be wild.
Yeah, they are. And, that's a lot of the keys are going to use the starters here. So, as a high school kid, you come into the teams, don't see this kind of crowd very often. You don't have a big game like like this. So it's a little bit different. There's going to be some more nerves because the first 4 minutes are key for the team to get into the rhythm of how they want to play.
Absolutely, and for teams like Spring Grove and for teams like Northeastern that like to go to the basket, okay, those three guys over there in the striped shirts, and I used to preach about that all the time. Let's feel those guys out for the first 4 minutes and see what they're going to do. See if they're going to let it, be a little rougher, or they're going to let, what they're going to let get away with. Then we just play. So the first 4 minutes is going to be a feeling out on both sides of the floor. It's going to be interesting.
What do the coaches need to do in this game, Andy? How do they need to coach?
Well, as a coach standing on the sidelines, you've got the plan coming in. If I'm Meister right now, I'm telling my guys, look, he likes his guys this year. Their cohesiveness. He said they're tougher this year. They're unselfish. That's what he's doing. He wants this to be just enough. I know you can preach that. And it's real easy when you're saying it, okay? But you can tell, and we'll be able to tell the body language of the kid from up here. We'll see it early. Got that. On the other side, James Brooks, he's a little more nervous. This is his gym. He's got, his boy can play. All his kids can play. I'm looking at the kids sitting on the bench now. Look real calm for the Spring Grove Rockets. Eli's the key, but like you said, you just try to get people calm. Just try to get them to come out early and see if we get the games out in the first 4 minutes. After that, basketball takes over.
All right, well, there's your setup, folks. That's your pregame show from Vito's Pizza. And we are ready with our Wellspan, almost ready with our Wellspan opening trip for the Maple Donuts first half in front of a packed house and then some here at Spring Grove. Great to see the crowd out here. Glad you're with us. If you're on radio listening tonight, get some work done, drive around a little bit. Glad you're able to do this here. Enjoy some good high school hoops. Don't forget, next Tuesday, we'll see you again at home against York Conference. Spring Grove here, so the Bearcats can be up. And then next Friday will be the Division II title game, Dover and Eastern at Dover. All right, so we'll have that for you. And in just a moment, we'll get rolling here. We have our national anthem first.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, with pride, join Katie Gallagher for the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see that the joys of the light? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last evening, with our stripes and bright stars through the perilous skies. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red the bombs singing, and gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner and wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave.
Alrighty, we are just about ready to roll here. Spring Grove and Northeastern in front of a packed house here at the Rockets Gym for first place in Division I. Bobcats 10-1, the Rockets 9-2. So tonight they are tied with Eastern and they clinch the division. Also a lot of implications for the district playoffs. Right now Northeastern in 5A is the top seed. Spring Grove is the 5 seed in 5A. So critical for those district playoff standings as well. Watching on Game Time, Northeastern in the dark uniforms with the orange trim, Spring Grove with white unis and blue numbers, red trim. Northeastern will go left to right here in the first half. Drew Gordon will jump it against Brandon Coleman.
that Rizzuto kid from Northeastern can get it up and down the floor too. He's got some good genes.
I understand he's related to the Yachty.
That's it.
So, yeah, some good players out of that court tonight.
Absolutely.
That's for sure. An exciting high school basketball game. So we're just about ready to roll. Waiting for the opening tip, waiting for scoreboard issue.
Malfunction.
No, we need that. Definitely need the scoreboard. So, all right, we got almost there. I think we got everything up there now.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll be good. All right, Northeastern and Spring Grove. Just about ready to get the toss here for our well-span opening tip. Benham Maple Donuts first half.
This is not good for the kids. Standing out on the court like this, ready to go. These kids are ready to play.
They're still working on the scoreboard here, so hopefully, momentarily, we'll be getting our action started here.
Here we go. Now they got Fred Hartman's going over to find out what the issue is.
All right, the athletic Greg Wagner, the athletic director, is checking it out. Technology. It's a wonderful thing.
Not really. Not for us old guys.
No, I'm surely you got my wafted sarcasm.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, anyway, the officials working with the scorers to...
Maybe you got the two sides of the scoreboard that we can't see not on.
Well, I don't know. Now the clock ran to there. The clock is set, and all right, I think we're ready to go.
Here we go.
All right, Fred Hartman going to toss it. The toss is up, and Gordon bats it back to John Sager, and here we go. Springboro with the ball. Eli picked up out front by Austin Green, right side of Panther. And Sager with it here on the right side to the top of the key, left side to Gordon with Rizzuto on him. Eli being shadowed by Austin Green. They're running him off about 6 picks. They get on the baseline to Sager, cutting down the lane. Gordon hits it.
I tell you what, that was nicely run. Drew Gordon coming down the lane, Sager with the assist.
Green hustles it down the court. They get it to the top of the key here to Mulba.
Straight man by Spring Grove.
Nate Wilson left side out of Green, 3-5. Gives it back to Coleman. Off to Rizzuto. His 3 out front. Off the back of the iron net. It walks out Messerschmidt. They get it off to Eli. Eli in the front court stops and pops a 3. That is short. Rebound to Coleman.
No leaking out that time. Or the Bobcats.
Top of the key to Rizzuto. Now Wilson. Right side of Green. Top of the key. Mulba. Fred Mulba to the free throw line. Lost the dribble, but did save it. No. Picked up by Austin Tanner on the steal. Tanner gets it ahead to Brooks. Stops and pops from 15. Rimmed out. Offensive rebound by Tanner. That won't go. And,
behind the back.
Yeah, behind the back pass to get it out. Mulba in the paint. Feeds it on the baseline to Rizzuto. Reverse layup is good.
And that time Rizzuto was coming behind all the way.
So it is 2 apiece, a minute and a half in. Gordon in the front court for Northeastern. Right side to Panther, top of the key. Brooks. Green fights through the screen. Brooks drives and feeds it across the lane, but it is stolen by Nate Wilson.
And a great help defense that time. He was in the right position.
Coleman in the corner to Mulba. Fred Mulba on the left side looks it over, but Panther is there around a screen by Rizzuto. The 3 by Fred Mulba is good. His 20th of the season, and the Bobcats take a 5-2 lead.
And that was just a little step back, 2 dribbles, step back 3. Nothing but net.
Panther with it, top of the key. Sager now. 6 minutes left first quarter. In the far corner, here's Gordon for 3. That won't go, and Mulba going high at 5'9" to pull that rebound in. Mulba back in the corner to Rizzuto. Pops up 3, too strong. Rebound, Mulba had it, but it comes over to Austin Panther, and Panther gets it to Brooks.
Brooks in the open court. Brooks wanted something.
Oh, nice bounce pass to Sager on the baseline. 25-foot bounce pass to Brooks. Sager with the left-handed bank layup, and it's 5-4.
Eli was directing traffic. He's screaming for Sager to cut to the basket.
Northeastern with the 1-point lead in the quarter. Here's Wilson for 3. Nope, they will bomb away, and they hit a lot of them. This rebound to Austin Panther, he's 3rd.
But every time they put one up like that and it misses, gives Spring Grove another shot at it.
Messerschmidt on the right wing now to Brooks. Brooks, Rizzuto on him, and they're going to call the block on Rizzuto.
You can't do that.
First team foul.
There's nobody in this county, might not be anybody, Not too many guys in the state of Pennsylvania can take him one-on-one like that and stop him from going to the basket.
Jake Messerschmidt to inbound. It gets the ball from Tom Kuhn. Gets it into Drew Gordon between the circles now. 5:15 left in the first quarter. Bobcats up 5-4. Gordon out front against Rizzuto. Goes to Messerschmidt at the right free throw extended. And there's a foul on Mulba as he banged into Eli Brooks at the free throw line.
At that time, Eli was rapping from the weak side, and he looked like he had an opening going to the basket.
So it is rocket ball under their hoop, and Jake Messerschmidt gets it into Brooks on the right side. Rizzuto on him, he pops a three, and my 51st of the season, and the Rockets lead 7-5.
And Rizzuto couldn't go near him that time. He picked up that one foul early. He couldn't get two right there.
Austin Green drives to Coleman. He drives his scoop shot over the head. It's good. Athletic move, acrobatic shot by Brandon Coleman, and we're tied at 7.
He came from the right side and went all the way opposite.
Well, so far this is living up to its billing.
Absolutely. You're going to see a lot of that tonight.
Now here's Sager on the baseline. Missed about 8-foot bank shot, and Panther over the back is called for the foul. That's Austin's first and the team's first with 4:28 left in the first quarter here at Spring Grove. Nate Wilson will inbound it for the Bobcats. No backcourt pressure.
No, I don't think you're going to see, I was just about to say, I don't think you're going to see a lot of full court press out here on either one of these teams.
Green walks it up. He'll be met by Messerschmidt. Goes to the right side. He drives down the right side and puts it up in traffic and hits it. Nice drive. Austin Green, the 5'10 senior. 9-7 Bobcats quickly back north Spring Grove. Brooks with it to the right. Free throw line extended. Goes between the circles. Gives it up to Gordon.
Yep, little 2-3 zone. Nope. Going to switch out of it.
Sager at the high post gives it up to Gordon. Now right side Messerschmidt. Brooks, a deep three. Little short on that one. Rebound to Rizzuto.
That was a hybrid type zone by Northeastern that time.
Rizzuto drives baseline, feeds it across the baseline to Coleman for three. Rainbow shot is good with Brooks running at him.
Eli was trying to get there for the block, but that was from every bit of baseline.
12-7, Brooks down the lane, can't get it to go. Contact, no call. Coleman his third rebound at the other end. Green to Mulba. Mulba head fake drives along the baseline, puts it up and in.
You might have to get a timeout here.
14-7, Northeastern, 3:20 left in the first quarter. Brooks to Messerschmidt, high post to Sager, back to Messerschmidt on the left side, running a little triangle there. Now back to Messerschmidt, low post on the baseline. Panther might have had a shot there, gets it out to Gordon, has a good look on a three, but it's short. Offensive rebound by Messerschmidt, takes it to the hoop, can't get it to go. Another rebound by Panther, puts it back up in the end.
And that time they're working the boards real well. Timeout, Spring Grove.
All right, the Rockets take it. It's 14-9. Northeastern, 2:58 left in the first quarter. The high school basketball game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Serving York for over 50 years, Vito's Pizza. Check out their daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 till 2. 2 slices of pizza and a small soda, only $3.99, or a small sub for only $4.25. Monday night, 2 large cheese pizzas for only $15.99. Tuesday, a large stromboli and large pitcher of soda, just $11.99. Wednesday, a large cheese pizza and large pitcher of soda, just $11.49. Vito's open till midnight, Monday through Thursday till 1 a.m., Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in at 1734 South Queen Street, York, or get carry-out. Call 843-1143.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
Vito's Pizza down now, but we'll pass on that till later. Got a good one here. 2:55 left in the first. Mason Staub in for Spring Grove. Bobcats lead the Rockets 14-9. They go low post to Rizzuto. Rizzuto with Gordon spins to the baseline. Step back jumper won't go. Rebound Brooks.
Tough shot, that little fadeaway on the baseline.
Brooks back to Gordon now at the right side, and they get it to Staub in the paint, back out to Brooks. Oh, no look pass inside. Block. Panther blocked, but Panther hangs with it. Coleman got the block. Panther got the offensive rebound and the stick back, and hung with it. Cuts the lead to 14-11.
It's the first time we've seen all year somebody go right to the high post when it goes up against that zone.
Down the right side, Mulba, tough shot in traffic over Panther, won't go, but he gets his own rebound, and he drives baseline and traveled and
now see, that's the thing about these Northeastern teams sometimes that I think is their downfall. too much one-on-one right there. He had nothing there on the baseline. Get rid of him.
Drew Gordon in the front court for Spring Grove. Met by Coleman, goes left side to Messersmith beyond the arc. Shake on the dribble, gives it to Brooks, top of the key. Coleman's on him. Brooks looking it over. Jab, step, dribbles left hand, gives it up to Gordon, drives down the lane, has a lane to the hoop, and hits the running layup. Gordon has 4, and it's a 1.5 minute lead. Quickly back, Green to Coleman. Coleman out front to Wilson for 3. Yo, that was 2/3 of the way down. He came out.
You know, that last bucket by Gordon was made by Brooks.
Brooks' jumper goes from about 17.
He's got 5 1/4.
Spring Grove, that score is not right up there.
No.
It should be 15, 14. Yeah, now 15-14. Spring Grove retakes the lead in the corner. Rizzuto's 3. That won't go a little short. Coleman tapped it, but Brooks able to come down with a rebound. His third.
We got 2 guys looking. Rizzuto has not been hitting early here from outside. Does not bode well early for him.
Crossover by Brooks.
He got Mulbo.
That's 2.
Yep.
So we'll see if John Eister goes to his bench.
He's going to have to.
And he's bringing in Nate Eister, and actually the Wilson sits down, and Grant Sterner in for Spring Grove for Jacob Messersmith.
Now this is where James Brooks, okay, this is the cat and mouse. You got to go right at Mulba. You got to get him off the floor.
Tanner has it out front, picked up by Eister. Brooks right side, he pops a 3. It is good.
That's 8 for him in the quarter.
Second 3, and it's an 18-14 Rocket lead. Now sitting in lane is Green. Green feeds it inside to Eister, but we have a foul before that. And it's going to be on Mason Staub. Mason's first, the 6-foot senior. Northeastern won at Manchester January 3rd, 75-59. Lob pass into Coleman at the free throw. Over with it now. Red down the right side of the lane, over a double team. Offensive foul.
That's number 3.
Oh, that's
okay. John, yeah. But I don't understand. I mean, you know, he knows better than I. He's a great coach, but now you got him with 3.
And he goes to the bench for the rest of the half, no doubt, with 41 seconds left in the period. Nate Wilson returns. Northeastern leads Spring Grove by 1 game in the lead. 10-1, Spring Grove 9-2. Win tonight by Northeastern clinches Division I. Spring Grove win puts them in a tie as they head to the final 2 games. Out front, Tanner for 3, rattles out. Brooks high for the offensive board, takes it back up, and Kemba basket in the
Right now, who they call that foul?
Austin Green, I believe. That's going to be his first.
Right now, the difference in the game is Spring Grove is doing everything that they're supposed to do, and I don't like the body language in Northeastern. They just don't look right now like they, you know, are into it.
Brooks hits the free throw. It's 21-14 now. Spring Grove by 7. Green drives down the paint. That's an offensive foul. Tanner stood in there and took the charge, and it is 2 on Austin Green.
And now you get a little foul trouble here. You know, there's a little foul trouble. So he's coming off the bench at number 20.
That's Todd Apondo, a 6'3 senior, so Green will go to the bench. So Northeastern will have to adjust a little bit with the foul situation.
Yeah, he's going to go to this zone. It's a 3-2 zone, kind of 3 across the top, foul line extended, 2 guys back low.
Spring Grove up 7. They'll work for the last shot. 10 left in the quarter now. Gordon between the circles left side of Brooks. Brooks working on Coleman drive. Ooh, slipped almost on the floor. Gets it back to Gordon for 3. Doesn't go at the buzzer. Tanner had the offensive rebound, but tied up by Apondo, and they can't get it back up anymore. Played 1. Spring Grove 21. Northeastern 14. Second period comes away next from the high school basketball game of the week presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
GameTimePA.com is your home for local high school sports. Log on for all the scores, stats, photos, and more, plus live stream coverage of the area's can't-miss matchups all season long. Stay in the game no matter where you are with the free GameTime PA app. Download it directly to your iPhone or Android and get all the Game Time features you love when you're on the go. Available at the iPhone App Store, Android Market, and, of course, GameTimePA.com.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
All right, 21-14 Spring Grove. Andy, what's your assessment?
You know, my assessment is Spring Grove right now playing the basketball they want to play, doing just got to doing everything, kind of doing everything right, okay? Northeastern right now not comfortable. They're not comfortable. They got foul trouble with Green. They got Mulball on the bench already. He had 5 points and 3 in his use. Now he's going to sit until the beginning of the second half. I'll tell you, they're going to have to weather the storm. John's guys are going to have to weather the storm here for this next 8 minutes against a very hot Spring Grove team right now.
Rockets out rebounding the Bobcats 12 to 6.
I think that's a big advantage. There's the key right now.
Coleman has it for Northeastern. They attack the far basket. We're in the end zone. Thanks to Greg Wagner for a great spot here. And Rizzuto drives, feeds Coleman in the corner for 3. Nope, short. That's the bread and butter of this team.
Right.
They can't hit it tonight. Grant Stern, the 6'2" junior with a rebound.
But there's another rebound for Spring Grove. They get no second chance points, Northeastern.
Not hitting the threes. Now they do have 2 for Northeastern, but they have 127 on the season, and in 19 games, that's about 7 a game. Gordon drives, feeds it in the corner to Grant Sterner. Head fake, he drives into the paint, puts up a runner.
Wow, I'll tell you what, that was a pretty drive by Sterner. No fear right there. The young man just banked it from 4 feet.
9-point lead for Spring Grove. They get it to Rapondo on the low blocks against Tanner. Drives, reverse layup, doesn't go. Rebounds batted around. Brooks comes away with it. Brooks feeds it all the way across to Sterner for 3. Yes!
Timeout. He's got to have that timeout. 30 seconds.
Is up 12, 26-14, 6:57 left in the first half. High school basketball game.
When you need a haircut, where do you go? If you need a hair replacement, who's the expert? When barbers need a haircut, where do they go? The answer is Iaconos, of course, the most interesting barbers in York. Don't normally get a shave? Go to Iaconos, they'll take care of you. Need a facial? That's right, Iaconos is the place to get it done. Iaconos, the most interesting barbers in York. They do it all. For an appointment, call 854-8258. That's 854-8258.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Back at Spring Grove, Ron Room and Andy Bria here. 6:57 left in the half, and Spring Grove is up by 12.
You got to keep the pedal to the metal right now. Spring Grove, you got to play that cup D.
Rizzuto drives baseline, and another offensive foul. Third of the game as Tanner takes the charge. And Rizzuto now has 2 points.
And you know what? It looked good from here. Remember, it wasn't good. I was watching the drive. It looked like he had his feet planted.
So, it's not working for the Bobcats right now. Gordon has it out front. Skips it here to Stern. Just hit a 3. Drives against the Pondo. Travel. Pondo, good defense moving the feet that time. They get the turnover. And John Sager and Jake Messerschmidt in for Sterner and Staub for Spring Grove.
That might be the first mistake Spring Grove's made in the basketball game. There was nothing there. There was no reason to try to jam it down his throat right there. You know, you got a 12-point lead. You're playing for first place here.
Wilson with it around a screen. The Panthers there. Another screen by Apondo. Wilson dribbles it back and gives it to Coleman. Coleman working on Brooks out front. Comes to the left side about 25 feet out around Apondo's screen. Takes it. Feeds it across the lane. But a blocking foul called inside on Spring Grove this time on Jacob Messerschmidt as Coleman rather crashed into him. So that's the first on Messerschmidt. Third on the team. Maurice Capo checking in for Rizzuto now. Capo, a 6-foot freshman for John High School.
So a lot of time in the JV game. But like you said, he's got all these freshmen. You got to get some playing time.
Coleman with it now. Skips it over to Wilson, but Panthers there through the screen to deny the 3. Back to Capo. Capo with Gordon watching him. Capo back to the center circle and Brandon Coleman. 6 minutes left in the half. The Rockets are up 12.
And you got a lot of points for Northeastern sitting on the bench.
Yep. Coleman behind the back against Brooks. Takes it to the hoop. And they call a foul. It's going to be a non-shooting foul. And the Rocket foul goes on Messerschmidt.
23. Yeah, that's it. And is it?
23. there's not a 23 out there. Oh, well, that's Brooks. I'm sorry. There it is. So that's Eli's first. And Wilson with it between the circles. Now Tanner on him, gives it up to Eister. Eister skips it over to Capo. Capo to Wilson, top of the key for three. That's it. That's what they got to do. They got to drop those threes.
And first points. We played almost 3 minutes.
30th three of the year for Wilson, and it's 26-17. Back to single digits. Messerschmidt has a look at a three off the back of the rim. Won't go. Rebound to Maurice Capo. Capo gets it head to Wilson. He pops a three from the corner. No. Messerschmidt gets box out, gets his third rebound.
Let's see if they can solve this 3-2 zone again. They've not had trouble with it so far.
Brooks brings it up, gives it to Gordon, back to Brooks. Left side of Messerschmidt now. The high post Sager down the left side of the lane, and he hits the room.
It's tough when you got two guys kind of just staying and shading with Eli, and if you get your off guys making those shots, it'll be a long night.
28-17, and that was what James Brooks talked about, is guys being in the right spots to make those shots.
They move so good without the ball.
Near steal by Messerschmidt, jumper by Eister at the free throw line. That won't go. Brooks with the rebound.
In the open court.
Takes to the paint, and there's a blocking foul reaching on Capo. Capo says he was pushing off with the other arm, but Eric Romero sees it differently, and that's 18 fouls on the Bobcats. And so Brooks will shoot a 1-and-1. He's 1 of 1 at the line tonight, and 82% on the year.
And I'm telling you, these are almost automatic. And I'm not afraid to say it.
Front end is good. Right at the bottom of the net. 29-17 with still 4:26 left in the half.
He's going to need this buffer because Coach Brooks told me they ran out of gas up in Northeastern in the fourth quarter. So
Eli makes a second. It's 30-17. 4:20 left in the half. There's a steal by Brooks. Brooks taking it to the hoop and throws it down.
That's real simple. Timeout, John Eister. He needs another one. Goal.
Brooks made the steal just on his side of half court. And he had a clear pass to the hoop, and everybody was anticipating the dunk in the game. That makes it a good choice.
He's standing there. He's going right at him, and that's what we're talking about. You don't have to reach. You're in the right spot. That pass went right to Brooks, and he was off the races. You knew he was going to dunk that before he hit the three-point line.
Yep. Well, a couple of scores. We don't have a lot right now. Hanover's leading Fairfield at the half by 28-23, and Bermudian leading Littlestown 14-10 in the second. And the girls' side Central, wow, 18-4 over New Oxford in the second quarter. That's a battle for first place in the girls' Division I, and that's about all we have right now. We should be getting at least a few scores coming in. Littlestown and girls have defeated Spring Grove. Now that Littlestown's a big game because if they would lose, they right now have the final league playoff spot by virtue of having a higher district ranking than Kennerdale, who is facing them. So if they would lose that and Kennerdale is able to win tonight, they could flip spots. So we'll see what happens. But here, it has been a very impressive first 12 minutes of this game by the Spring Grove Rockets.
Defensively, they're doing a nice job keeping Northeastern off the glass for second chance points. So
Bobcats have it. Capo to Wilson out front. Wilson with Tanner on him. Gets it up to Capo. And Maurice will pull it back. Crosses over against Gordon to the free throw line. Back to Todd Apondo. Gives it up to Brandon Coleman. Rizzuto and Mulva on the bench with fouls right now for Northeastern. And around a screen, Wilson in the corner, but nothing there. High post, they go to Apondo with Sager on him.
That's not where he wants it. He was on the low block a minute ago. They got to get it to him down low.
Brandon Coleman crosses over against Brooks, spins in the lane, takes it to the hoop, too hard off the glass though. And a long rebound out to Austin Tanner, his 7th rebound of this game.
Frustrated drive there. That was not a good drive. They ran out of patience offensively.
Into the zone now. They work it to Brooks in the corner and they swing it to Gordon. Top of the key, high post Sager. Now back to Messerschmidt and Brooks pops a three from the right side. A little strong. Oh, Gordon flies in for the offensive pass. Gives to Brooks, cut down the lane. Missed it though. And Heister has the rebound, and that's 2 on Eli.
Yep.
So a couple of chances that time for Spring Grove to convert, and they couldn't. And Brooks, we saw him get in foul trouble in the state tournament and really took them out of that game. So he's got 2 now with 3 minutes left in the half. They'll have to watch that.
You got to pay right now. You got to pay attention. You cannot pick up his third.
Austin Green with 2 fouls is checked back in for Northeastern. Now Sterner and Staub in for Spring Grove, and Rizzuto's back for Northeastern. They move it to Green in the right corner with Sterner on him. Out front to Wilson. And to Eister, and they move in the corner to Coleman. Coleman looking for Rizzuto, cutting down the left side, steps back on the baseline, 17-footer, too strong. Tanner goes high. He's got 8 Terrans in this game.
I don't understand why they're not going right at, if I'm Northeastern, why they didn't go right at Brooks that time. They got the athletes to do it.
Yes, they do. Out front against this zone. Gordon left side now. Tanner in the corner to Sterner, who can hit the 3. He has one tonight. Gordon, center circle. 2:15 left in the half. Spring Grove by 15. Northeastern 17 points on the board. They average 72 a game.
If I'm James Brooks, I'm looking for a layup, or I'm not looking to shoot.
Stop, high post, back to Gordon. Gordon drives and gets it to Tanner. He has a lane to the hoop, floats in the lane, left it short though, and the rebound.
Number 35 from Northeastern. Who is that? Yeah, he changed that shot, and that's why he didn't get it.
Out front, Green, and it's batted out by Brooks, and it'll stay with Northeastern. Full house here tonight at Spring Grove, 1,800 for this first place game.
If Brooks would have stole that one, he would have thrown that one down from half court.
Wilson goes deep to Green. Green with Sterner on him now. Drives down the right side of the lane, feeds it back to Wilson for 3. That's off to the right. Rebound is fought for, and Sterner comes out.
Oh, you got Brooks with you.
Sterner feeds it to Brooks. Brooks in contact is little. Half hook is good.
He creates something from nothing. He was out of position that time. He's on the floor.
Foul on Sterner as they drive to the bucket by Green, and Grant Sterner had to reach in. That will be his first. And team 6, I believe, so no shots yet. 1:28 left in the half. Green lobs it into Coleman. Coleman with Staub spins into the lane. Coleman takes it up. They're going to call travel as the help defense came. Gordon got the hand in there and didn't take a step.
Well, this is not what I expected tonight.
Drove back quickly. After Tanner with it, goes back to Gordon. The Rockets have doubled them, 34-17 in the corner. Brooks is 3. That rattles out. Offensive rebound by Gordon. Takes it back up. Doesn't go. Tripped by Brooks. Won't go.
And foul number 33.
And that's Tanner's foul as the rebound was pulled in there by Austin Green.
And I know I harp on this all the time. That's a 1-and-1, okay? And I know it's Eli Brooks right there. But why with a minute 20 are you shooting basketball from that position? You got a 17-point lead. You're playing for first place. Now what you do is Tanner picks up a second foul, and you end up giving them 2 free on the other end.
Cole McCowan, the 5'11 freshman, checks in for Spring Grove for Tanner, and Green on the line. First free throw tonight for Northeastern. They missed it, and the rebound's out of bounds. And Spring Grove, Brooks and Gordon were fighting for it. So it will be Bobcat ball. They lob it deep to Eister. They looking it over now and bat it away. Ball's on the floor.
You want to get it.
And we foul on Eister. Yeah, that was batted away though by McCowan. And Eister picks up his first. Will come to the other end and shoot a couple for a 1-on-1. Anyway, Drew Gordon, he is 74% on the year.
So they've scored 3 points. A team that's putting up 70-some a game in the second quarter.
Gordon's front end rattles out. Offensive rebound by McCowan. The little guy, it's the freshman, stuck in and got it. Get it back to Brooks. His floater down the lane was good. So Northeastern backer, Rizzuto 3 in the corner. That rings off. And Brooks has it. He runs out. Coleman is back. Crossover. Dribble down the lane. Missed it. Good defense by Coleman.
Excellent job that time by the athlete.
Rebound by Wilson. And back the other end, Rizzuto. Gordon cuts him off. Coleman drives from the left side. Scoops it to the hoop. Nice shot, Brandon. Coleman with the bucket. Cuts it to 36-19 with 30 seconds left.
Nicely done that time by the young man coming baseline all the way. Avoiding the charge.
And so we will see if we can get a final shot here in the half for Spring Grove. As they look to work for that final shot. Gordon holding it out there with 10 seconds left. Gives it to Staub. Now clock at 7. Gets it to Brooks. Brooks back to Gordon, and he traveled. And Northeastern's going to get it with 3.5 seconds left.
Plenty of time. They're going to pull down the ball half court.
All right, so Northeastern could use a little momentum going into the half. And they get it into Rizzuto. A deep three. No, off the back of the rim. Brooks rebounds at the buzzer. First half for the home team, and the home crowd stands and applauds as they head to the locker room. At the intermission, our York Mitsubishi halftime show is Spring Grove 36, Northeastern 19. Halftime show comes right next on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Once a year, a treat so good, Tuesday, February 28th, get your Fosnots made the old-fashioned way by Maple Donuts. Wonderful good, just like Grandma used to make. So hurry up once now, because we're just making a limited batch. Then you won't be left out when them Fosnots get old. Come on now, once Tuesday, February 28th, why Maple Donuts and get your Fosnots. Oh, and P.S., they're available now through Tuesday at any Maple Donuts location. Pick up a box for your friends and family too, you hear? Maple Donuts, why they taste right now.
Maple Donuts taste right.
High school sports on WOIK are brought to you in part by the Republican Club of Hanover, a private social club oriented towards a relaxing atmosphere for our members and guests, and giving very generously to the community organizations that promote the advancement of our community. The Republican Club of Hanover, 255 West Chestnut Street, Hanover, Pennsylvania.
Where do you have your fur done? It's divine. Only at Gigi's, darling. Gigi's? The Galloping Groomer. I spend the day at their spa, or they come to me. As it should be, darling.
Your place or mine. The Galloping Groomer in York comes to you to groom your dog or cat. Or you can drop them off with us, and we'll take it from there. We give you the highest quality work at the most reasonable prices.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
York Mitsubishi halftime show. Ron Luther and Andy Bria with you, and it is 36-19 Spring Grove up on Northeastern. Bobcats just 5 points in that second quarter.
That's unbelievable. I mean, you know, you've got most of your guys sitting on the bench. They really did not look at rhythm from the beginning of the game, Ron. You know, it looked like they forced some things early and then getting out and rebounded badly by Spring Grove, and that's the difference I think in the game.
Yeah, we'll have to check on those rebounding numbers, but there's no question that there's a big edge for Spring Grove, and also tough shooting. They only have 3 made threes in the first half, and I say only, but you know this is a team that averages about 9 made, or almost 9 made threes per game, and they're just, you know, they're not getting the looks. They just can't knock them down.
Right.
So it is a big lead for Spring Grove at the half, 17, and there's foul trouble for Northeastern as well. But you got to think these Bobcats have a run in them.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll take a break and back have our halftime stats from Hunters Hill Ortho right after this.
Hunters Hill Orthodontics is a longtime staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, comfortable environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road, at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or at 1399 South Queen Street, 885-5468. Or in Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with $18.93 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple Best Jet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Jet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with Best Jet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
It is halftime at Spring Grove, and it's the York Mitsubishi halftime show. Ron Ruman and Andy Bria with you, and Spring Grove has a 17-point lead, 36-19 over Northeastern. If that holds, these teams will be tied for first place in Division I heading into the regular season's final week. Northeastern won the first first game of these two played in Manchester by 16, but shoes on the other foot tonight. Halftime stats from Hunters Hill Ortho. Let's get the Northeastern Bobcats.
All right, Brandon Coleman, leads all Northeastern scores with 7. He has 1 long, 2 short field goals. Austin Green, 1 field goal, 0 for 1 from the line. He has 2. Antonio Rizzuto, a 20-point per game scorer, has 1 field goal, 2 points. Fred Mulva with foul trouble. He had 5 early in the first quarter, sat out the whole second quarter, 5 points. Nate Wilson has 1 made 3, has 3 points. He had 14 in the first quarter, on 5 in the second.
Wow. All right, and not much going on otherwise either. Coleman leads him with 3 rebounds. All right, Spring Grove.
Well, Eli Brooks, he has 5 short field goals, 2 long field goals, 3 for 3 from the line. I got that at 19 points. Matt is correct. Drew Gordon, 2 shorts, 0 for 1 from the line, 4 points. Panner's got 2 short field goals for 4 points. Sager's got 4 points, and Grant Sterner 1 long, 1 short for 5 points. 21 in the first quarter, 15 in the second.
All right, and we talked about the rebounding, Andy. In my unofficial stats, I think they are certainly that, but they're close. It shows Spring Grove taking the boards 25 to 11.
Yeah, that's the difference in the ball game for me. Other than the fact that they can't put it in the hole, they're not getting quality shots, but they're not getting any second chance plays, and that's what they're going to have to. They got to be talking about it halftime.
Also, Mulva with 3 fouls, Rizzuto and Green each with 2, Brooks and Cantor with 2 for Spring Grove. All right, that's it. Our halftime stats from Hunters Hill Ortho. Take a break, come back, and we'll get you some halftime scores and get you ready for the second half after this.
What do John Yachty, Jacob Yachty, Austin Tillotz, and Kelly Ryan and Morgan Klunk have in common? Besides being basketball players, 2,000-point scorers, all-state athletes, or state champions, they all trained of John Kirchner at Unique Physique. John guarantees that he will increase your vertical jump, increase your strength, quickness, and get you ready for the upcoming season. Coaches, get your team ready with plyometrics, and John will even come to your gym to get your team ready. Players and coaches, call John Kirchner at Unique Physique at 755-2639 for details.
High school sports on WOIK are brought to you in part by the Prince Athletic Association, a York area nonprofit men's club that promotes worthy charitable enterprises, good sportsmanship, and civic improvements in the community. Prince Athletic Association, 600 South Richland Avenue in York.
Now the 2017 is here, so are the 2017 cars at York Mitsubishi. Kicking off the new year with huge savings on our Outlanders, Outlander Sports, Lancers, and Mirages. For example, an all-new Mitsubishi Mirage G4 for as low as $11,995, or get the 2017 Outlander with 7 passenger seating available in both front and rear-wheel drive. As always, every New York Mitsubishi gets our famous 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So stop by York Mitsubishi and see what we can do for you. Just off Route 30 on Roosevelt Avenue, York, where Mitsubishis always cost less.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Halftime here is 36-19. Spring Grove leading Northeastern. Our York Division Bank halftime scoreboard. Here's what we have. Anthony Nello's at York Catholic. The Irish looking to wrap up Division 3 tonight. 43-23 at halftime over DeLone. So you hit that one on the head, Andy. Dallastown is leading the Southwestern 34-29. Ben Green with double duty getting that scoreboard tonight. Thanks. That's a big one. We just got a score from Cade Burdett Central leading the Boxers 32-21 at the half. Wow. Central needs to win that to stay 1 game ahead of Dallastown in the battle for the final league playoff spot from Division 1. So that's on the road against the Boxers. That's a big lead, good lead for Central. Also, Josh Layton reporting from Suburban Dover, looking to maintain a half-game lead over Eastern, leading Suburban 42-31 at the half. And Anton Johnson reporting from Eastern, Gettysburg 19-17 over the Knights at half.
Is that the halftime
That's
score?
the halftime score. That's a shocker there. Yes. And what else do we have? Had one other one there. Littlestown is now taking a 22-20 lead over Bermuda, and that's important. Littlestown right now hanging on to the final league playoff spot by virtue of a better district seed than Kennerdale. So we'll see if they can hang on. And we don't have a lot in the girls' scores. York Catholic leading DeLone 11-8 in the second. That's the battle for first place in Division 3. West York leading Northeastern 11-4 in the second. And Littlestown has defeated Bermudian, and Central leading New Oxford girls big 26-11 at the half. That short score is a bit of a shocker. So that's what we have right now. We'll keep you posted as we can. And remember, at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, Central PA Game Day, Wayne McCullough and our interns will wrap it all up for you. Take a break and back with the second half. Andy will get us his thoughts right after this at Spring Grove by 17.
My name is Lou Laviton. I own a company called Sparkle Wash. We're a professional mobile pressure washing company, and I've been a customer of York Traditions for 5 years. Prior to that, I had other banking relationships, but they weren't local. And when you really read the statistics and you look at what's going on in the marketplace, you need to have somebody that's a local level, that you're not talking to a call center in a foreign country or someplace else that doesn't know who you are, and this is what York Traditions does. The online banking has just been a wonderful tool for us because the convenience is there, but I visit all the branches. It's like Cheers. They all know your name. I think is fascinating. I come in and I like the yellow Tootsie Rolls, or I like the Sweethearts, and they know to staple my receipt to the lower left-hand corner. And I don't understand how they do that, but this is what York Traditions does. They do it very well. It's kind of a cool place to be.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York. First in sports.
Well, right out of the gate, and Spring Grove picks up where it left off. Nice pass by John Sager to Drew Gordon, cutting through the lane, hits the left-handed layup, and it's 38-19 Rockets.
You know, you almost for Spring Grove right now defensively, you got like a two-man zone in the middle of the lane.
Crossover by Rizzuto down the left side. Nice drive by Antonio Rizzuto. His second bucket. He has 4, and it's 38-21.
He did not do that at all in the first half. That was a pretty drive, and Brooks backed right off him with the 2 fouls.
Tanner in the front court gives it back to Brooks now, and left side of Gordon, just beyond the arc. Now out front to John Sager. Right side Tanner. Cutting through the lane, Messersmith, but it's not there. Out front to Gordon, and Gordon to Brooks on the left side. Moba on him. Fred with those 3 fouls.
You can't leave him on an island against him right now.
Sager, left side Gordon, drives baseline, and that's an offensive foul. A lot of those tonight are standing in to take that charge with Austin Green, so Drew Gordon picks up his first personal foul.
Well, the thing is, nobody wants to stop and pop. These guys see it coming and put it on the floor. They're going to the hole. It doesn't matter.
So Northeastern coming back. Austin Green picks it up in the front court now. We're a minute into the second half, and they give it to Mobo as a lane down the left side. Brooks came over to try and block it. He used the rim to protect it. Reverse layup by Moba, and it's good. Pretty shot.
And he went right at his man, and that's what they got to do. That's what they did not do in the first half early.
Tanner in the corner to Brooks with Coleman on him. Brooks dribbles, free throw line, pulls up from 15, left it short. Rebound by Brandon Coleman. Coleman in the front court now in the corner. He goes to Moba, head fake. Oh, we had Rizzuto on the baseline, missed him.
You got 2 fouls on Brooks. I don't understand why they're not going right at
it. And Rizzuto drives baseline and dunks it. Antonio Rizzuto at 6'2", some good ups, and a timeout taken, I think, by Spring Grove.
I want to check. Was it Spring Grove? Yes.
Yeah, we had an issue with that here before.
Yes, we did.
But 38-25, still a 13-point lead, but James Brooks perhaps a little concerned. We'll take a break, back right after this.
If you're buying new flooring, besides clicking around the internet, you need to see Wecker's Flooring Center. You'll be excited by Wecker's new design center for luxury vinyl tile. Wecker's expanded hardwood and laminate departments will impress you. And Wecker's variety of carpeting and warehouse truckload buys on remnants and rolls is unmatched. But the reason to choose Wecker's is trust. From the buying experience to the installation. That's why they're voted best 11 years running. Wecker's Flooring Center, Route 30, Hallam Exit.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Out of the timeout, Drew Gordon into the front court. Spring Grove lead is 13. It was 17 at the half. Inside, Messersmith is open for 3. It rings out. Rebound, Rizzuto pulls it away inside, and he pushes it up to Coleman, who stops and pops it through to the left side. That's off. And long rebound of Brooks falls on the floor, though. Moba got it. And it's a Wilson in the corner. Nate's 3. That won't go, and Brooks high for the rebound.
And again, a couple of second half, but they got to make it. That's gone.
That's a foul.
That, absolutely.
That's his third.
Right. And you know what? I'm sorry, but Brooks is racing down court. Rizzuto's 5 feet in front of him, and he just leaned across it and fouled it.
And Messersmith will inbound it now, gets it into Gordon. Gordon dribbling out front down the right side. He goes, has a lane to the hoop, and draws a foul. Oh, an offensive foul.
That's 2 on him this quarter.
Wow. So with 5:40 left in the third, it's still a 13-point Spring Grove lead. Northeastern with the ball. Green across it over, feeds it on the baseline to Rizzuto. Count the basket
and that's a third foul on Drew Gordon. All of a sudden, whenever John Eister has a drink at halftime, it worked.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Gordon will sit down now, and Mason Staub comes in. So that's a loss for Springer.
That's a big loss for Springer.
Rizzuto trying to complete the three-point play is 62% on the year at the stripe, and he drops it. So this is now a 10-point game, 38-28.
You've got to watch now. Here comes a little trap against Brooks. So somebody's open.
And in the corner to Sager, back out to Staub. Now to Austin Panter. Messerschmitt right side at the three-point line. And Staub open for three on the left side. Pass, Panter. Baseline, Brooks. Back it in, double team. Got to Panter. Puts up a three. Yes!
And that time Eli was triple teamed and they found Panter.
Rizzuto in the corner. His three rims out, and Brooks high for his 11th rebound.
He's in the open floor.
Pushes it. Nice feed to Panter down the left side.
Austin finished that one, but that's all Brooks.
Quickly at the other end, Green going coast to coast. His reverse layup is good as 43-30. Near steal by Mulva. He did get the steal. Beats it. Oh, and stolen back by Brooks. What a great anticipation that time by both those guys. On the baseline, Sager has it now. And they'll be set inside the rim. Doesn't get it with the foul call. It's going to be on Green going over the back. And on Austin, that's three. So a lot of foul trouble for Northeastern. And Jake Messerschmitt will shoot.
But again, I don't understand. He's already buying. You're going from the backside. You're tomahawking. You know, I just don't get it.
And Messerschmitt third shooter has taken his first point tonight. And Grant Sterner comes in for John Sager for the Rockets. Sterner goes lead back to 14.
Sterner had 5. He hit a long and a short. I mean, he can drain it if he gets hot.
6'2" senior Jacob Messerschmitt, second free throw off the back of the iron. No, rebound is Coleman. In the front court, Mulva hesitation dribble, but Panter stays with him. Back out to Rizzuto and to Mulva. Mulva drives, spins down the lanes, and count the basket and a foul. That might be 3 on Brooks.
No, I don't believe they're going to give Brooks.
Nope, 30. So that's 3 on Austin Panter, though, and Gordon already has 3. This is a nice spin move by Fred Mulva.
I was just about to say, he just spun 360 degrees and laid that thing in. He drew the foul. That was all Mulva.
Fred hits the free throw. He's 59% at the line. He completes a three-point play, and that cuts it to 11 at 44-33. Comes back. Oh, Sterner wide open at the right side, right at the three-point line. There's a steal by Mulva. Anticipated the pass, takes it to the hoop, and dunks it at 5-9.
Wow. Fred Mulva came to play in the third quarter. It's a 9-point game.
Halfway through the period now, Brooks drives. Oh, a lot of contact, no call. Turnaround, James.
Mulva must have got. No, I think Mulva got some of that.
All right, Green got the rebound, and we're going to get Staub on the reach in here.
I'll tell you something right now. James Brooks needs a timeout. I know it's early, and I know he's still got the big lead, but he's got to calm it down because right now, there it is. Timeout, James Brooks.
All right, he takes it, and his team is up by 44-35. 3:54 left in the third, but things are tightening up here in Papertown. We're back right after this.
Between car payments, repairs, and the price at the pump, it can feel like your car is going to drive you out of house and home. Fortunately, Donegal Insurance Group can make keeping your car on the road more affordable. That's because for safe drivers, Donegal delivers rates that are among the lowest in the state. To find out how much you can save, call your neighborhood Donegal agent today. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
All right, it's 44-35, about halfway through the third quarter, so Northeastern has cut the 17-point deficit to 9. And Andy, in the break, we were talking about Northeastern's strategy when they have the basketball.
Yeah, and you can tell what John did. They were not going to the basket early in this game, and then he got into foul trouble, and the guy sat down. I mean, Mulva now has taken Brooks to the basket twice, okay? And because he only needs a half, he only needs to get a half steal. Eli can't go after him real hard. You can't pick up that third or fourth foul. He's nursing 2 right now. You got Gordon on the floor with 3 at 3:54. This is big right now.
Hard, well.
Right, with Tanner well. So, I mean, these are big minutes right here.
Green in the front court now, drives down the right side against Sterner. Shot was an air ball. Rebounds batted around. It comes out to Coleman. And Wilson has it back to Coleman. Coleman working on Brooks, takes it right at him.
Yeah.
And gives it up to Rizzuto for 3 off the back of the iron. No, long rebound to Painter.
But that's what you got to do. He went right at him.
Painter to Jordan down the left side of the lane, and he hits the layup.
That was a great break. A great break on my Spring Grove, finding Gordon going to the basket.
And it is now 46-35. Jumper by Moba in the lane. That's a little short rebound by Brooks. He went really high to get that one.
Man, I'll tell you what, that's big. Oh!
And a steal by Rizzuto. Rizzuto gets it back from Moba and hits the layup.
I mean, that was against Brooks, too. I mean, they took that ball away from Eli Brooks.
Pressure in the backcourt now. Staub gets it back to Brooks. And in the front court comes these Rockets now. And on the other side of the court, we have a lot of contact and crashing to the floor. And that could be 4 on Antonio Rizzuto.
Yeah.
Or Gordon.
Yeah, no, that's Gordon.
Wow. And that is the 4th foul on Drew Gordon. And that is a big one with 2:58 still left in the third quarter. Wow.
You got to get him off the floor. Okay.
Yeah. And Ben 3 reporting from Bearcat Country that Redline leading York High 25-22 at the half. Wow. All right, we'll keep you posted. We'll have the Bearcats and the Bobcats Tuesday up in Manchester. And a touch foul out front against Sterner. And Tom Kuhn on the call. On Sterner, that's 2, and already 17 fouls on Northeastern. So with 2:51 left in the third quarter, Northeastern is shooting.
You know exactly what John Eisner talked about at halftime. That's what he did not do. His guys did not do in the first half. Now they're just going to drive him right down Spring Grove's throat.
And Green hits the first, and he'll get the bonus. And Wilson goes out for Fred Moba, who's been active here in the third. So it's an 8-point game. And Green shooting to make it 7 off the back of the iron. No, kept alive by Rizzuto, but lost by Green. Brooks runs it out, takes it to the hoop, and hits it.
I'll tell you what, the kid's smooth as silk. Nobody's got an answer.
At the other end, Coleman takes it to the basket, counted on a foul, blocking foul on Painter, and
that's 4. And let me tell you something. That's an excellent call because he did not get the full body in front of him. All right? He went side.
Yep. So it is back to 8.
That's tough, man.
Coleman. Now Painter and Gordon both with 4. And the free throw by Coleman is no good, and Brooks has the rebound. Eli will work it up. Painter out there with 4. Gordon on the bench with 4.
He made the bucket, right?
Yes.
I mean, Coleman.
Yes.
Yes.
McCowan is in now, a freshman for Spring Grove. Left side, McCowan has it. Back out front to Painter. Right side, Brooks has a good look at a 3. Got it.
That'll slow him down. Eli said, I'm having enough of this.
Good ball movement by the Rockets. It's back to 11. Green crosses over down the floor. Missed the layup and a rebound by Staub. Staub off to Brooks. Brooks down the lane. He goes left a little short. Little contact, no call. Coleman with the rebound pushes it out to Rizzuto. Rizzuto back to Green down the lane. Little floater from 8. Got it.
I tell you what, I can't get a word in here because the action's so thick. I don't even know which play you want to talk about. Wow, that's end-to-end action right there.
51-42. Rockets still up 9. Buck 45 in the third. And a 3 by Brooks. No good. Quick shot. Rizzuto with the rebound. He gets it out to Capo, who I believe is checked in. Is that? Yeah, Maurice Capo. And in the corner is Coleman. Coleman driving on Brooks now with the 2 fouls. Up and under.
He walked. Yeah. Little too much. Little too much. You only get away with that in the NBA.
Yes. Tanner sits down and John Sager checks in. So Andy, if you're Spring Grove, you take a little air out of it here?
You know what? You almost, if you're going to do that, you've got to be prepared. All right, I would. I'd run 30, 40 seconds off the clock every possession.
120 in the period. Rockets by 9 now.
You wouldn't right now. You're talking about right now. You wouldn't see me shoot for 5 seconds.
Yeah. Brooks Out front with Coleman on left side. Sager in the corner. Sterner has a three. Puts it up well
but it's
short.
air ball.
Blocked, I think. And Mulva comes down with it. Mulva takes it to the bucket and hits it.
And that's the issue. That's what, you got Sterner puts up an air ball and you give him another chance to score.
John Sager into the front court goes to Mason Staub. We're 45 seconds in the period. It's a 7-point Rocket lead. Sterner, another look at a three. He was open, airballed it again. He's a good three.
That's a foul. I'm not sure if you're going to get Eli Brooks. See, you get Eli right now saying
that's three.
But Eli went right to Sterner and said, "You can't do that. That's not the shot we want right there." So that's 3 on Eli. Yep. Okay, you put Mulva at the line in what is now a 7-point game, and you cut it to 5.
Messersmith in for Sterner, so Fred Mulva's 1 of 1 tonight. It's 9 team fouls on the free throw. The last 1-on-1 rattles out. Mason Staub has his second there. Gives it to Brooks now. 35 seconds left in the period. See if free throw works for 1. Sager back to Brooks. Standing out there. Staub blocked down to 25.
See, Mulva's got to watch himself here. You don't want to pick up. There it is. There it is. And that. See, Mulva has to know better there. And if you're John Eister, you got to get him off of that out front.
That's 4 on Fred Mulva. Third team foul only on Northeastern. 21 seconds left in the third. Mulva 6 now.
Yeah, well, you have to understand kind of situation in a foul situation. That's a tough loss for them. This kid got 9 points in this quarter.
And he's gone with John Eister on the bench.
Yeah, well, I mean, John's telling him, look, you can't go at him. You got to give him some honor.
Brooks with it out front. Clock at 15. He's guarded there by Coleman rather. Brooks in the paint. Little floater from 8 off to the right. And rebound is pulled in by Eister. Gets it off to Capo. Capo back to Green. Green beats Coleman. Hits the bucket at the buzzer. Nicely run break.
Very nice.
5 after 3. 51-46. Spring Grove leading. Final 8 minutes are up next. Don't you dare go away.
Hunters Hill Orthodontics is a longtime staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, comfortable environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road, at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or at 1399 South Queen Street, 885-5468. Or in Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Well, we have played 3. This was a 17-point Spring Grove lead after 3, but Northeastern put 27 on the board in the third inning to Spring Grove's 15. They've cut it to 5, 51-47.
And he did it going to the basket. That foul by Mulva at the end, the kid played such a great quarter of basketball with 3 fouls on him. He's up against probably, like I said, the best player I've seen in 20 years. And he's up in his shirt 45 feet from the basket. You can't do that.
Well, there's a little bit of you that says, hey, I want to go at the...
Yeah, but not when you got 3 fouls in a game like this.
All right, well...
Here we go. Let me tell you what. This is going to come down. You got Mulva, let's see. You got no Gordon, no Panther. You got a freshman on the floor for Spring Grove now. Okay? Going to be interesting.
It is. So we will keep you posted on the other scores we have, and you get a moment because there's some other good games around the league. Northeastern ball starting the fourth quarter. Austin Green with it out front, and neither of the guys with 4 fouls. Austin Panther
1-4 low. This is something they want to run.
On the floor for Spring Grove. Green spins down the lane. Sager comes to help. The runner won't go, and the rebound of Brooks is hung on the rim because Rizzuto was there for an offensive rebound, but hit the rim another time. So McCowan, the freshman out there. Cole McCowan with Sager, top of the key, right side of Mason Staub. And out front to McCowan. Brooks has opened for 3 around a double screen, and he nails it.
And I'll tell you what, you just can't let him be that open. But he ran off the 2 screens, and there he was.
Back Rizzuto in the paint, batted away by Brooks, but out of bounds. Going to stay with Northeastern. 54-46 now. They Rocket lead back to 8.
Now Now it's going to be a war of attrition coming down the stretch here, Ryan.
Yep. Austin Green dribbling near center court. Coleman comes to set the screen now. Messerschmidt fights it and kicks it back to Wilson for three. Yes!
Wow, you can't have this kid start lighting it up. That's the first points of this half. Now it's back to 5.
Austin Green's third assist of this game, 54-49. Mason Staub on the left side, about 25 feet out. Between the circles, Messerschmidt right side to Cole McCowan. Brooks top of the key left side, Staub. And Sager out there back to Brooks. He pops a three with Coleman in his face and hits it in.
I'll tell you what. You know, you have no answer for that.
And Northeastern back, they got it inside, and goes off of a Bobcat in there, and we'll go back to Spring Grove.
I mean, that time he had a guy close to shore, and John Eister now saying, here's where John thinks it's critical. 6:32 left, got Mulder coming back on the court with 4 fouls.
And Drew Gordon comes back as well.
So, you know, it's game time now, game 1.
Brooks into the front court with Coleman on him.
You go offense, defense with these kids, but now you got Mulder back to the floor.
Gordon has out front with Mulba on him, right side Brooks with Coleman right there. Brooks drives, pulls up from 15 and hits it over 2 defenders.
But you know what? He drives into the double team and then he just creates his own shot by stepping back.
Down the left side, Mulba's drive, shot an air ball. Ball batted around, comes out long to Coleman. Coleman to Mulba on the baseline, but Gordon is there now. Both these guys with 4 fouls. Get it out for an open three for Eister. Off the back of the rim, no. Rebound Mulba.
I tell you, this kid is unbelievable.
He drives baseline, but the defense is there. Gets it out to Rizzuto for 3. That's good. Wow.
It's just raining threes here. That's 4 threes in this quarter.
59-52. Spring Grove by 7. 5:35 left. Gordon out front to Messerschmidt in the corner to Brooks.
Got to give him more help.
Brooks pops a 3. That's short though. Rebound is out long and it's out of bounds off of Eister, I believe. Yes.
Right.
Spring Grove ball.
It was a good call.
Austin Green in, and here comes Austin Panter, also with 4 fouls now. So Gordon, Panter, and Mulba all out there with 4 fouls.
All right, like you said, it's a game of attrition right now.
Jacob Messerschmidt will inbound it for Spring Grove, goes in the backcourt to Gordon. Gordon will bring it up and is met by Mulba. Dribbles between the circles to the right side. There's Brooks. Brooks at the arc, steps behind the line, but Coleman's right there. Left side now, open 3 for Austin Panter. It's
off the bench. Off the bench, Austin Panter, nothing but net.
62-52, back to double digits for Spring Grove. Messerschmidt's 3rd assist. In the front court we come now. Coleman drives baseline, feeds it to and a foul on Brooks. The head is to Green, who hit the layup. Brooks picks up his 4th.
Now, John Eister's checking how many timeouts he has. I'm John Eister. I wait till this comes in and I get.
Green got the roll on the free throw, hit the rim 4 times and fell at 62-55. 4:50 remaining. In the front court, Sager, he's in some trouble. Steal by Rizzuto. Oh, Rizzuto, they got called a 5th foul on Drew Gordon.
Gordon's done.
Now that was a little bit of an acting job by Antonio Rizzuto. I'm not saying there wasn't contact.
There was contact. I mean, you know, they're calling it. These guys have been at least consistent.
Yeah.
I got to say that.
So Gordon is fouled out, and Antonio Rizzuto will shoot 2. That is the 11th team foul in this half on Spring Grove. 3 on Northeastern. A timeout by Spring Grove.
Oh, yeah. He's got to get it squared away. Right.
Rockets lead by 7, but it is tenuous. We're back after this.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
High school sports on WOIK are brought to you in part by Red Lion Elks, BPOE 1592. Committed to the ideals of charity, patriotism, and supporting our community. The Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks of the United States of America, Lodge number 1592, located at 323 West Broadway in Red Lion.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
All righty, 4:45 remains. It's Springboro 62, Northeastern 55. Antonio Rizzuto, the 6'2 junior, on the line to shoot two. Bobcats, Drew Gordon has fouled out for Springboro. Eli Brooks and Austin Tanner have 4 fouls. Mulva has 4. Rizzuto and Green 3 for Northeastern.
You know, big free throws coming down the stretch here.
Rizzuto's first is good. He's 2-2 at the line. That cuts it to a 2-possession game at 62-56. It was a 17-point Rocket lead at the half. And second one is good as well. So Rizzuto hits them both, and it's 5. Brooks, now he's facing a double team.
Yeah, that's just to get his ball out of his hands.
They had the Messerschmitt to Sterner in the corner, who's come in for Gordon, who's fouled out. Sterner to Brooks at the free throw line, and Coleman is there. To Messerschmitt they go, left side of Panter, now in the corner to Sterner.
And I tell you, it's going to be tough for Sterner to shoot that 3 right now.
He's had a couple air balls, but he can make it. But he's going to be reluctant, I'm sure.
See, if that was Panter over there that just caught that ball, that 3 would have been wrong.
Oh, nice feed inside by Brooks to Panter, who hits the layup.
There he was.
That was a late 25.
And he was wide open underneath. They drew him away from the basket.
4:57, and Brooks got a foot on that one as they threw it into trying to hit Green, cutting into the lane. So it remains Bobcat ball under their hoop. Rocket lead at 7 now, 4:01 left. Get it into Coleman in the Mulva in the corner. Fred dribbles it out, goes through Rizzuto back to Mulva. They go low to Green. He's double teamed. He travels. Yep. Rockets get it on the PO.
And Eisner wants him to settle down, and that's what the issue is. Can't throw the ball away. You can't have these turnovers late.
Banner in the front court for Sager. Sager in the lane, pulls up from 12. Off the back of the rim. No rebound. Messerschmitt, and they'll reset. Big offensive board. And a near steal by Rizzuto. And guys hit the deck, and that's Rizzuto. That's 4.
Yeah.
Antonio Rizzuto as he was trying to take it away from Panther. That's 14 fouls on Northeastern, so no shot, but the basketball. Rizzuto's a little slow getting up.
So he's got 4, Mulva's got 4. Yep. So we're matching fouls here. You got to take him off the court. I mean, John, or maybe not.
He's just going to stay in there, so shake it off. And they'll wipe up a little perspiration there. Halftime scores we had. York Catholic up 43-23 over Delone. And the final here is the big one. I'm going to double check this though. In the Eastern game, so we'll hold on for a moment. And it is Messerschmitt ball and get it in the backcourt to Brooks. And wow, Gettysburg has defeated Eastern 30-29.
Wow.
Johnson reports that is huge. What the heck is with Eastern? 29 points.
Yeah.
Wow. That really hurts them, both the league and the districts. And we'll get to some of our other scores in a minute. That is a big one. Dover was leading at half over Suburban, so Dover could go up by 2.5 games in Division 2. We have Eastern and Dover next Friday, which we thought would be for the division, and still might be, but wow, that's a shocking loss.
The freshman that time getting schooled by his senior leader. Not me, I'm covered. Give it to the open man.
Tanner with it now for Springboro. They lead by 7, 3:05 left in the game. In the corner, McCowan pops an open 3. Too strong, rebound Rizzuto.
Oh, he threw it away to Tanner.
Tanner takes it to the hoop, blocked inside by Rizzuto. Picked up inside by Tanner.
Tanner's got 7 in this quarter.
At the other end, Mulva coast to coast, and he hits the layup.
Wow.
Tanner also has 10 rebounds in this game.
Tanner's playing a great game for them right now. He just looking at 3.
3 on the right side, won't go. Rebound Nate Wilson. And here comes Northeastern. Mulva in the corner. Coleman for 3. No. Rebound tipped by Rizzuto, won't go. And Brooks grabs it. He's on the floor. And did he take a timeout?
What's he got?
Yes, timeout Springboro.
That's their last. Is that his last one?
Okay. Wow. It's a 15-3 rebound by Brooks. But to save the possession with 2:25 left, they take a timeout. We will as well. Spring Grove by 7. The high school basketball game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Now the 2017 is here, so are the 2017 cars at York Mitsubishi. Kicking off the new year with huge savings on our Outlanders, Outlander Sports, Lancers, and Mirages. For example, an all-new Mitsubishi Mirage G4 for as low as $11,995, or get the 2017 Outlander with 7 passengers seating available in both front and rear-wheel drive. As always, every New York Mitsubishi gets our famous 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So stop by York Mitsubishi and see what we can do for you. Just off Route 30 on Roosevelt Avenue, York, where Mitsubishi's always cost less.
The home for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Anton Johnson reports from Wrightsville that Eastern has lost at home, getting 30-29. That is huge for Division II. And you have a girls score for us as well.
24. Catholic down. York Catholic girls down 24-19 at the half to the lone.
Wow, that's a battle for Division III on the girls side. A lot of big games tonight. And remember, Wayne McCullough will wrap it all up for you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock in Central PA game day. If we have time, we'll go to the Hershey Bears when we're done, and then the 76ers. Spring Grove by 7. The backcourt Tanner up against Austin Green into the front court. Green bats it out of bounds. He will stay with Spring Grove.
You got to watch him trail, and everybody's got to be heads up. And the bad part here is possession error is Spring Grove, so that's a plus. But he has no timeouts according to us.
And Brooks has it out front. He threw it away, threw it behind Tanner. Tanner was cutting in. Brooks thought he was going to stay, so turns it over to Northeastern. A couple other scores. Dallastown up on Southwestern by 5 at the half. Central leading the Rockers by 11 at the half. That's key as they fight for the final playoff spot out of Division I. And York Catholic leading the Lone by 20 at the half. Deep 3 by Wilson. No, off the back of the iron. And going high to get the offensive glass is Green. And they reset Mulva 3 on the left side. That is short. Rebound inside by Rizzuto. And he's fouled as he tried to take it back up. I believe it's going to be McCowan. 2 shots coming for Antonio Rizzuto. And Cole McCowan picks up his first. And they say York Catholic looking to wrap up Division III tonight at home against Delone.
Right.
Wow, a lot going on. Rizzuto to the line for 2. And first one is good. He's 4 of 4 at the stripe, and that cuts it to 6 at 66-60. And York Catholic has wrapped up Division III as they defeat Delone 75-40. So the Irish go to 18-1 on the year.
So we're going to play a little offense defense here with Spring Grove right now.
And the Bears are tied at 2 after 2 quarters, and the second free throw is good by Rizzuto as well. So he is 5 of 5 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. And they get it in the front court, and Tanner cutting down the lane, hits the layup on the feet from McCowan. Give and go.
He's got 9 points this quarter.
Quickly back is Northeastern Mulva against Brooks, who has 4. Mulva takes it right at him and hits the layup.
That's his second field goal this quarter. Now you got a full court press here.
And that's what you want to do if you're Northeastern. And Brooks in the front court. Brooks in the paint, and a blocking foul.
Right. Who's going to the line?
Who is that? Maurice Capo.
No. Sorry, he's not going to the line. It's under the biscuit.
Wow, okay. That's Capo's second.
No, I'm sorry, yeah. No shots.
McCowan to inbound at 68-63, 1:29 remaining.
30-second timeout time.
Still 2 left on my count. So 5-point Rocket lead. They're going to inbound the ball. Andy, is their strategy really? I'd take some time right now, right? You got.
Well, I think what you want to do if you're Spring Grove, you want to get him to pick up that foul. We need that next foul for Spring Grove so you get it to Eli to the line. Okay? So whatever he does right now, he's got. And the other thing Icer's got to do is Icer's want to go foul. We don't want him to play. He's down 5, so it's going to play both ways. You're going to get Spring Grove to the line one way or the other. All right?
All right. Folks are leaving. Why are they leaving? A couple of folks back here are leaving.
Well, I mean, they're leaving because they want to get out of this traffic jam, I guess. All right, let's see. You got Eli in the back. You got a stack along the lane line.
McCowan inbound. It gets into the stop in the corner. He's bothered by Capo. There's a foul. Capo. So that That's the 6th, so now Spring Grove will shoot after this.
That was John Eister, what he wants to do. It's you got to make this a free throw shooting contest.
Minute 27 left. McCowan, the freshman, will inbound in front of the Rocket bench. Goes deep and knocked out of bounds by Coleman. They were trying to get it to Brooks. McCowan will get inbounded near center court. Go deep to Brooks in the backcourt. The clock will run now. 1:24. Sager with it down the lane. Stops, goes back to Staub and to Brooks.
You got to give him some help out there.
Brooks on Coleman to the paint. Yeah. There's a foul on Coleman. Reaching the first.
But that's the wrong kid to foul.
Puts Brooks on the line. Right. Shoot the 1-on-1. Eli's 3 of 3 at the line tonight. 82% on the year. Jake Messersmith in for Spring Grove. Nate Wilson for Northeastern. As Capo sits down and stops. So Brooks with big free throws. 5-point lead right now. Can make it a 3-possession game if he hits them both. Hits them.
Telling you, these things are automatic.
Believe it. Second free throw for the 6'1" senior. And he drains them both. Free throws, and it's 70-63. Mulva back quickly. McCowan to meet him. Mulva stops now, drives behind the back. McCowan sticking with him, jump stop in the paint, threw up a wild shot. No, rebound Brooks. And Brooks will push it into the front court. And he's fouled from behind by Mulva. And that's foul.
I mean, that's, you know, they're on.
The crowd applauds. Mulva's having fouled out. Good trip home. And a 1-on-1 coming for Brooks. Staub in now for Austin Panthers, still has the 4 fouls. And Central's defeated New Oxford 61-44. So they will at least maintain.
Oh, he missed the front end.
Wow, missed the front end.
But Banner got the rebound.
Yep, Banner has 11 rebounds tonight, and Brooks is fouled. So we can shoot again with 52.5 seconds remaining.
Makes these two, well, it starts a 3-possession game no matter what.
Austin Green's 4th personal, so Kate Burdett reporting that big final score for Central as they will stay in both the district and the league playoff hunts with that. And Brooks not going to miss 2 in a row. He drains that one. He'll get the bonus. 61-44. Nice win for Kevin Schuler's guys on the road at New Oxford.
Kevin's got his kids playing well.
72-63, 50 seconds left down the lane. Count the basket and a foul, I think.
No, they're going to call it before.
Oh, wipe off the green bucket.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
it is
bucket.
good. And the foul's on Mason Staub. That is his 3rd. So Green going coast to coast hits the bucket. He's 2 of 4 at the line. He'll get 1 here. And if he makes it, it's a 2-possession game.
But you got to foul somebody other than Brooks.
72-65 right now, 48 seconds left. Green's free throw, no good. Rebound by Rizzuto, takes it back up, and that's a foul. And that could be on Tanner, we'll see.
Yeah.
It is, that's 5 on Austin, wow. So Tanner fouls out, joins Gordon on the bench, and Rizzuto pulled in his 7th rebound, and he will shoot 2. Well tonight, 11 rebounds, a couple of assists and a steal. 18 by my count. Rizzuto to shoot 2. Antonio is 5 of 5 tonight. 6'2" junior, leading scorer for Northeastern. Quiet first half, but he's picked it up in the second. First one, he is no good off the back of the rim, so it remains 72-65 with 46.8 remaining.
Makes this one out still. It's a 2-possession game. He missed them both.
Wow. But Coleman tips it out, and Rizzuto comes down with it in the corner. Wilson for 3. No! Rebound bangs around, and Messersmith has it. Wow, that was beautiful.
Oh, and they got him leaking out.
Oh, and ahead of the pack is Sager, who hits it.
And that one might do it. That might do it.
Deep 3 by Rizzuto off the back of the rim. No, and Sager with the rebound gets it over to Brooks. loss in Manchester, and these two teams will enter the final week of league play, each at 10-2. Brooks hits.
This was an excellent basketball.
Yep.
Big lead for Northeastern early. Foul trouble on both teams. Little guys playing well, but Brooks controlled the game just about the entire game. Him and Holman.
Right, it's second. It is now 76-65, and Holman is back. They'll let him drive and hit the layup. Not enough time left. 10 seconds. They get it into McCowan, back to Messersmith, and ahead to Sager, saves it, and Staub has it, and there's a foul. 1.7 seconds left. Now the home fans will celebrate, and they stand. That will propel them to 14-4 on the year as Staub hits the first around the world. You know, there's a lot of talk. Spring Grove, they lost Aaron Gordon, and here comes Eli Brooks to the bench. They lost Aaron Gordon, who's a career college grad, Wireman. Were they going to be able to compete at the level they did last year?
Right.
And maybe not quite at that level, but still pretty good. Second free throw is missed, and that's it at the buzzer. Final score, Spring Grove, 77. 67, so we have a tie for top Division 1. Take a break and be back with the Lakers Carpet Postgame show after this.
If you're buying new flooring, besides clicking around the internet, you need to see Wecker's Flooring Center. You'll be excited by Wecker's new design center for luxury vinyl tile. Wecker's expanded hardwood and laminate departments will impress you. And Wecker's variety of carpeting and warehouse truckload buys on remnants and rolls is unmatched. But the reason to choose Wecker's is trust. From the buying experience to the installation. That's why they're voted best 11 years running. Wecker's Flooring Center, Route 30, Hellam Exit.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days, but here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit YorkSleep.com and see how Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Market Street in Hellam. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss which treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit YorkSleep.com to learn more.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And we're back here at Spring Grove. Ron Ruman and Andy Bria with you. An exciting contest for first place in Division I, which is now shared between Spring Grove and Northeastern as the Rockets win it at home tonight, 77-67. Northeastern won at Manchester on January 3rd, 75-59. You know what? These teams can play again in a couple weeks over at York College.
Yeah, and it's going to be the same kind of basketball game.
Yeah, so it was exciting. It was a 17-point Rocket lead at the half. Northeastern cut it to 5 after 3, but the Rockets able to hang on despite a lot of foul trouble, and on the stretch and come away with this.
You know, you've got to give both teams a lot of credit. Mulder comes out 3 fouls. He took over in the second half. He had a big second half, huge second half. He scored 16 for Northeastern. But Eli had 38 tonight. All right, so I mean, you just got to give the kid a lot of credit. He you know, Panther hits 18. It was a great basketball game back and forth. Yeah, I hope will they be on opposite sides of the bracket?
If they, because Division 1-1 is up here, and Division 1-2 is Division one too is down here, so yes, they would. So they could meet in the championship.
Good.
All right, we'll see what
it should be.
Yep. Spring Grove wins it tonight, 77-67. The Bears are still tied with Providence in the third, 2-2. We'll get you there if we have time. We'll try and wrap it up in a moment or two. This is the Weckers Carpet postgame show as Spring Grove wins it by 10. Take a break, come back with our postgame stats courtesy of York Dental Sleep after this.
What do John Yachty, Jacob Yachty, Austin Tillotz, and Kelly Ryan and Morgan Klunk have in common? Besides being basketball players, 2,000-point scorers, all-state athletes, or state champions, they all trained of John Kirchner at Unique Physique. John guarantees that he will increase your vertical jump, increase your strength, quickness, and get you ready for the upcoming season. Coaches, get your team ready with plyometrics, and John will even come to gym and get your team ready. Players and coaches call John Kirchner at Unique Physique at 755-2639 for details.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOIK.
All right, back at Spring Grove as the capacity crowd of 1,800 filing out. A lot of them still on the court, though, and they're going home happy as Spring Grove goes to 14-4 overall, 10-2 on the season, in the league, and they tie with Northeastern at 10-2 for first place with 2 games remaining next Tuesday and Friday to decide the league championship, and maybe they'll meet again in a couple of weeks in the championship. So anyway, our post-game stats now from York Dental Sleep. Let's get the Northeastern Bob.
All right, Brandon Coleman, 6 field goals, 1 of those 3, 0 for 1, he had 13. Austin Green, 5 field goals, 2 of 4, he had 12. Antonio Rizzuto, 6 field goals, 5 of 7 from the line, 18 points. Fred Mulba had 5 points in the first half, ends up with 13 in the second half point. 8 field goals, 1 of 2 from the line. He had 18. Nate Wilson, 2 threes, 6 points. They had 27 field goals, 5 of which were threes, 8 of 14 from the line for 67.
All right, and rebounding-wise, Brandon Coleman and Antonio Rizzuto each with 7. Fred Mulba had 5, and Austin Green and Mulba each with 3 assists for the Bobcats.
I'm about to give you a line from Spring Grove. Eli Brooks, 12 field goals, 5 of those threes. Every one, I believe, but one of his field goals contested with a hand in his face. 9 of 10 from the free throw line, 38 points.
In addition to that, 16 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. One of which led to a crowd-pleasing dunk.
Yes, I'm telling you what. And ergo, Wise going to Michigan. Right. 4 field goals for Drew Gordon, 0 for 1 from the line, 8 points. Austin Panner, 8 field goals, 2 of those threes, 18 points. John Sager, 3 field goals.
I'm sorry. Panner, now he fouled out. In addition to the 18 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. So he was and they needed that tonight. They needed somebody else because Northeastern was going to keep.
And that's what we talked about. We talked about the role players, and that's the way it should be. So, I mean, this kid played a great game. He really did. Sager had 3 field goals for 6 points. Sterner, 2 field goals, 1 of those are 3, 5 points. Jacob Messersmith, 1 for 1 from the line. He had 1. And Mason Staub off the bench, 1 for 2 in the fourth quarter, 1 point. They had 29 field goals. 8 of those were threes. 11 of 14 from the line for 7-7.
All right, and there you go. We gave you the key rebounding stats, but Jacob Messersmith also had 5 rebounds and 3 assists tonight for Spring Grove. So that's the stats, and it was a fun game, an exciting game as we expected. And the Rockets win a key one here at home to tie Northeastern for first place, 77-67. All right, take a final break, come back with our Heritage Hills Player of the Game, and wrap it all up for you and get our York Traditions Bank scoreboard and head to the Bears right after this.
Give the gift of relaxation with a gift card from Serenity Spa and Salon at Heritage Hills, the perfect place to unwind after the holidays. York's largest full-service spa and salon, Serenity Spa offers a wide variety of traditional spa services, including massages and facials, a full range of body treatments complete with a delectable scent of your choice, or create your very own package. Gift cards can be purchased at the salon located at 2700 Mount Rose Avenue or by going to serenityspayork.com.
My name is Bob Innerst. I've been a York Traditions Bank customer since 2008. One of the things that I like about York Traditions Bank is that I know everyone is right here in the York area and everybody's local and the decisions are made, right here at the bank. So I feel very comfortable if I need a loan or if I have a question about anything, I'm going to get the answer from the people right here. Because we live here too means that They share a lot of the same concerns that I do. I know that they give back to the local community, and it really makes a difference. They're invested here, and that's important to me. I now tend to measure other businesses that I deal with the level of service that I get at York Traditions Bank. I feel that York Traditions Bank never takes my business for granted. I highly recommend York Traditions Bank to anyone.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Live local sports is on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Yes, indeed. Don't forget the Bears are tied at 2 in the third with Providence. We'll go there in a minute, and then the Sixers will follow that. But time now for our Heritage Hills Player of the Game.
Well, we're going players of the game because you don't get this win without the 18 points from Austin Panner. He's one of them, along with his 11 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And Eli Brooks, 38 points. 5 threes, 7 short ones, 9 of 10 from the line, 16 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Those two gentlemen right there scored 56 of their 77 and had 27 rebounds between them. That's unbelievable.
It is. That's amazing. And they
that's a double-double. I mean, right. Think about it. It's,
in 32 minutes of high school basketball.
Right.
That's something. All right, there you go. Those are players of the game. Austin Panner, Eli Brooks. Now, our York Traditions Bank post-game scoreboard. A lot of big scores around the league that stay in Division I. We're tied at the top now. Central won. They beat New Oxford on the road, 61-44. Cade Burdett will have the story on that one tomorrow morning at 9 on Central PA Game Day. Tune in for it. Dallastown won. They beat Southwestern on the road, 72-58. The Wildcats stay a game behind Central for the final spot in the league playoffs. Both those wins will keep those guys in the top 12 in District 3 6A for the district playoffs. At halftime, Red Lion leading York High 25-22 downtown. Ben 3 will have the story of that one.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll see the York High at Northeastern on Tuesday. In Division II, a shocker. Eastern loses at home to Gettysburg, 30-29. Anton Johnson will have that report tomorrow morning.
Somebody got to mail me that report. That's unbelievable. 29 points out of Eastern on their floor.
I know. And they fall way behind Dover because the Eagles won on the road at Suburban, 72-69. Josh Layton with that one. Suburban made that a game. But Dover now goes to 9-2. Eastern falls to 7-3. We have them next Friday at Dover. So Eastern needs a win Tuesday and probably, I guess, a Dover loss to have a shot at Division II. That's a shocker. So what else do we have? A couple of other ones. Also, York Catholic wins Division III. Anthony Nella will have the report tomorrow morning. They defeat DeLone 75-40. So the Irish go to 18-1 on the season. Congratulations to them. Littlestown keeps their hold on the final league playoff spot. They defeat Bermudian 51-39. Some girls scores. East Central big 53-18 over New Oxford. Wow. Fourth. Boy, Scott Wisner's girls came to play tonight. West York leading Northeastern 44-20 in the fourth. Dover has defeated Suburban 43-37. That probably keeps West York alive for a league playoff spot with Suburban's loss. And DeLone and York Catholic, Andy, we're down to the wire.
We're down to the wire. Catholic's up 2 with about 1:15 left. I'm still waiting for the final.
All right, so then if Catholic wins, they will, I believe, wrap up Division III. So that's your post-game scoreboard show. Again, 9 o'clock tomorrow with Wayne McCullough, Central PA Game Day. To wrap it all up for you, Darrell Henry, York College doubleheader, 12:45 tomorrow. That's going to do it for us. Again, our final score, Spring Grove 77, Northeastern 67. For Leif Johnson on the video for Game Time, Jim Harden is always pushing all the right buttons back at the station. My partner, Andy Bria. Hershey Bears hockey is next. I'm Ron Ruman. Thanks for listening, and you have a good night.
Thank you for listening to WOIK's High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. The